It's Donovan Everett from Cape Racing, and I'd just like to say it's an absolute pleasure to be involved with Intrabet and Cape Breeders in this golf day today here at Pearl Valley. It's fantastic for the industry to see all the relevant stakeholders coming down and having a good time and networking, and it's exactly what the industry needs right now in terms of moving forward and recreating some positivity to take us forward into the next year.
We're now on to race number 6, and this is the last pick 3 on the card. Races 6, 7, and 8. It's a maiden plate over 1,600 meters, and you need to get your bets on by 15:30, which is 3:30. Races 6, 7, and 8. Always popular, that last pick 3 at any race meeting, because if you fancy a horse in either of the legs, you can banker them, play it wide in the other legs, and you may have 2 bankers. And I often played 2 bankers by the field, and you get the right result in the race that you went field. You can get cash, especially if you're playing it multiple times. Well, race number 6, over 1,600 meters. I will tell you that number 6, Ebony Bay, at the time of recording, is a scratching. That is out. So we got 8 runners that'll go to post, and I am in no man's land. Let's put it that way. I'm in no man's land in race number 6. Good luck, all the best trying to narrow it down. The one horse that has found anti-post betting support here is number 5, Run for Ricky, Paul Gatsby's runner, from 66-1 into 33-1 at the time of recording. And that's proudly brought to you by Hollywoodbets, the anti-post horses that have shortened, and it's number 5, Run for Ricky. Now the way they're betting is number 3, Lulu the Legend, at, we'll call it 22-10. Number 7, King Bavarian, 28-10. And number 9, Babati, at 2-1. And then number 1 is 8-1. Number 2 is 8-1. Number 4 is 33-1. 5 I mentioned from 66-1 into 33-1. 8 is a 16-1 shot. But and there is really nothing to recommend in black and white from all 8 runners after the scratching of number 6. Let's look at it quickly. Number 1, Master of Defense, beaten 18 lengths on debut. Number 2, Sir Cedric, beaten 14 lengths on debut. Lulu the Legend, 5th on debut, beaten 7 lengths. Then 8, beaten 7 lengths by Zuberi. Can you recommend that as the winner? Well, you could say, well, against this field, yes, and the form of Kanamea and DeMello. 4, Roy Major, hasn't shown anything to date. 8 lengths, 10 lengths, 15 lengths. That's the 3 starts. Number 5, Run for Ricky, 18 lengths, 17 lengths, has been backed at long odds, 66-1 into 33-1. 7, King Bavarian, was 4th, but beaten close to 10 lengths behind Imperial Order on debut. That's at 28-10, and then you look at number 8, Let Him Go, who was also behind Imperial Order, just over 10 lengths. There wasn't much between 8 and 7 on that run. 1's a 28-10 shot, and 8, Doug Campbell's runner, 16-1. And then 9, Babati, is a 2-1 shot, but the only run that does catch the eye is the penultimate start, which was a 2nd behind Halibros. And last time out, you could say that was a nice run as well behind Street Art, who is a progressive type, was over 5 lengths. So from all the runners in the field, in race number 6, the one runner who's had many chances, what's he having? He's having his 11th start. He's only had 3 places. But on his recent form, he's the horse that appeals most in black and white, and that's number 9, Babati. But if you're not in the camp of Babati, who is too short in the betting as well, I didn't expect it to be 2-1 the field. I expected it to be 3.5-1 the field maybe, because these horses, 3, 7, and 8, 9, you know, they just priced up at the top of betting boards because the other horses got nothing to recommend in black and white, but these horses don't have much to recommend as well. So it is a very tough race. It wouldn't surprise me if there are punters out there that are thinking, I'm going to play the field in my bar pot. Somebody may say, well, I'll even take a chance and include the field in my PA, because I'm guaranteed to treble up, and I'm hoping for the worst 3 horses to finish 1, 2, and 3. It could be a, you know, in hindsight, it could turn out to be a smart way to play it if you get bombs running 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. But then it could be a costly exercise if you get the result being 3, 7, and 9 in any order of finishing in the top 3. So, you know, Babati is the only horse that I can recommend here. from all these runners on the recent form, that's the only runner that catches my eye in a very, very brief way. Number 9, Babati, as a roving banker. So I'm not convinced with any of these runners in race number 6. King Bavarian and number 3, Lulu the Legend, they haven't had much racing. There's lots of improvement to come. Some may say, well, the most improvement to come will be from number 7, King Bavarian, who wasn't, disgraced on debut. Yes, finished 4th, but finished somewhere behind. But then again, I mentioned Let Him Go wasn't too far behind as well, and that's a 16-to-1 shot. So it's a very tough race to try and narrow it down. I think the best way to play it in race number 6, I'm of no help to you. But number 9, Babati, looks like a roving banker, and maybe a place accumulator banker if you want to take a chance, but I can't recommend that. It looks like a field race in the pick 6, the jackpot, place accumulator and bar pot. All the best.
I bet with Interbet only. They're a fantastic site. I've never had any issues with them. They are very professional. There's never a problem. You deposit money, 2 seconds later it's in your account. You withdraw, which I do very occasionally, and I believe it's also 2 seconds it's in your account.